Hi, everyone. So, I have a new product for you to partake in, one that I'm going to share with you, and that is Be Believe. So, Be Believe in the power of playful learning. So, dive into the world of wonder with Be Believe's rich collection of animations, catchy songs, playful coloring pages, hands-on activity sheets, and engaging ebooks. Each element is thoughtfully crafted to captivate young minds while reinforcing positive behaviors in a fun and meaningful way. Whether your little one is watching a magical adventure, singing along, coloring their favorite character, or reading an enchanting tale, every moment is packed with joy, learning, and imagination. So if you go to our unique code or link in order to not only support Be Believe, but also support the podcast, you can head to be-believe.com/reality2. So that's www.believe.com/reality2. So that is REALITEATWO. And the link is also in the show notes where you can also link to that. So head on over to Be Believe with our unique code link, and you can unleash good behavior through enchanting tales, where imagination and good behavior unite. Thank you, Be Believe, for supporting this podcast. Now, back to the show. Patreon going strong. If you want to go over there and join in on the fun, we got 3 tiers on Canadian dollars. First tier is $3 a month, where you get these episodes ad free. You also get AMAs once a month, or learn about me episodes once a month. And then on the second tier, which is $5 a month, you get everything from the first tier, as well as coverage of a reality show of yesteryear. That's right now Jersey Shore, currently in season 3. You can also go to the main feed, where there will be the first episode of every season released there, so you can try that before you head over to the Patreon. And then on the third tier, you get everything from the first 2 tiers, as well as coverage from a true crime documentary. We got the backlog of Ashley Madison documentary, Man with 1,000 Kids, Into the Fire, Lacey Peterson, and again, all those episodes for the first episode of each is in the main feed, so you can try that before you head over. So if you are interested, you can head over to patreon.com/realityt2, and you can sign up for whichever tier you feel for. Again, you can try before you buy, which basically means you can try any tier for a week before committing to it. Even if you are on other tier, if you are on tier 1 or the first tier and you want to go over to the second tier, you could still try that second tier for a week before committing to the upgrade. So again, that is at patreon.com/realityt2. And of course, the link is in the show notes, website, social media accounts. It's all available there. Welcome to Reality Tea Times 2, the podcast where we discuss all the trash reality TV we love to hate. I'm Tanika, and today we are going to be discussing Seeking Sister Wife. We're going to be doing episode 2 in this one. So I don't think we have anything to discuss on the top of the episode, but you know what? If we do, I will do it the next episode. So let's head into it, y'all. We're starting off strong with this episode, and we're starting with the Davises. So he's kind of, we're getting the details. We already know about these people. But there was a cartoon called Voltron that had like 5 pilots that became this powerful being that made it stronger. That's what I see polygamy as. Oh, God. And April in this case is like, yeah, we're the legs and Nick is the head. No, no, no. Nick is the ass. That's what Nick is. Nick is the ass. He is not the head. I don't understand. I'm going to have so many questions, y'all. So many questions. But anyways, we head right into it and say, so, where's Danielle? Well, we had problems. Yeah, she didn't want to add more sister wives. I thought this was resolved, but apparently not. So we split cordially. There's no communication, but we do wish her well. Sometimes there are just things in the universe that you think is supposed to be in there, but she was on her own trajectory. What the fuck does that mean? What the hell does that? There's so many different things in the universe that are not supposed to actually be in the universe, or should maybe everything's meant to be in the universe. I'm so confused. But then so then if she wasn't supposed to be in the universe and she's on her own trajectory, what does that make her? An asteroid? An asteroid who comes and wrecks everything. Okay, I like it. Okay. Um, Nick is the smartest man that I know. Then damn, you must have come across a lot of stupid people. A lot of stupid people. If you think that this man's the smartest man you've ever known. And okay, Jen says that. Okay, wait. Oh, back up. What the fuck is going on with Jen's hair? Blonde, the black streaks. What is going on? Who, who, who decided to go into there and say, give me this look? And that's the look she came back out with? Did she pay them for that look? And doesn't like all of the Manson sisters, don't they all kind of need to have a certain look? Blonde. And then here's Jen with just these weird ass brown ass streaks. Morticia called and she wants her hair back. Not really Morticia. If Morticia was blonde, that's it. Anyways, Nick is the smartest man that I know. Okay. But 6 months later, they did start dating again. So we meet Teresa. She is an aspiring rapper and a stripper, y'all. Oh, not stripper, sorry, prostitute. She was a prostitute before. We learned that later. We didn't learn that in the show. We learned a lot later because of Teresa. She came and blew shit up. And I'm really happy that she did. I like her. But they have known her for many, many years, apparently like 19 or something years. Even before they met Jen. Yeah, because Jen was probably 5 when they met. She came to April and Jen saying, listen, y'all, I love Nick. Why? Why? Like, what is it about Nick that we're all out here being like, oh my God, I really like him. And I want his sausage in my bum bum. I don't know. Like, why? Why? I will never get it. Apparently they thought that it was a joke, same. But she was very pushy. Here's the thing. If she's gonna be that pushy, there's something not right. Something not right here. Anyway, Teresa says, I love his smell. I love his creamy body. Ew. I love his intelligence. Really? What intelligence? Anyways, his love for himself and his family. Make it make sense. Why do these women find him so attractive? I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm so confused. I don't understand. But this woman has a son named Damien who's 15 years old. Maybe we don't be putting our children in your fuckery. I don't understand. Don't understand. But we're driving to see alpacas, the best part of their sequence here. And this man, this fucking man, we kind of get the whole thing about, oh, the women work in the house while I stay at home reading books. So that's what I do. And he says, the reason that we do it like this is because I want the women to feel like they have financial independence so that if they choose to leave, they can leave and not have to worry about me. Motherfucker. Financial independence. Financial independence. That's the reason the women work while you sit at home reading books. Are you serious? Sir. Sir. So then let me ask you this question. Because the wives are married to each other while you are just home to home. Like, you know what I mean? What if all your wives decide, you know what? This idiot is so unintelligent and he's a fool. I think we should all just leave. Where's the independence now, sir? Where's your independence? Where's your independence? He is really out here trying to be like, it's about financial independence. You would still be working, you stupid idiot. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I'm you don't not work because you want your wives to have financial independence. You don't work because you're lazy and all you want to do is read books. You know what I mean? And that's all you're doing. That's all you're doing. No offense to what I'm about to say. But this black man found all of the stupid white women who believe his rhetoric because black women would never. Oh, hell no. If my man were to say to me, listen, I want to have multiple wives, you all work while I sit home reading books. You know what I mean? A black woman looking at me and be like, you must be fucking out of your mind. We're not putting up with that. White women with sense are also not going to put up with that. And forget all the other cultures. We're not doing that. Like, are you serious? Are you serious? Financial independence? Financial independence. We move on. Um, so we find out Jen is pregnant, doing her enough with us because the baby's already born. Baby girl's coming in 6 months, she's already here. So we find out don't pet the alpaca's button, whatever that means. Oh no, butts. My thing autocorrected to button. It's butt. Don't pet their butts. Or mine, the man says. So the alpacas are also polygamous, apparently. Oh my God. And he's like, oh, I didn't expect that. Really? Really? There are some animals in the animal kingdom that do who are, naturally monogamous. And yeah. But there are many, many, many animals in the animal kingdom that are not monogamous. And you're shocked. Why? Because they're cute and fluffy? Because they are really cute and fluffy. But why are you surprised? So anyway, 4 months into dating Teresa, she moved in. That seems quick after Danielle dipped. But it was an easy transition because they already knew her for so long. So we got that big bed anyway, so it worked out. More on that big bed. We know what y'all doing in that big bed. Fuck the boom boom room. Every room was your boom boom room. I'm so saying. I'm just saying. Anyways, the first night she moved in, they had sex that night for the first time. Teresa has been in polygamous relationships before. Has she though? Has she though? Or, you know what? Forget it. She's had at least 2 of them. She does struggle with her jealousy though. Well, that's going to be a problem. Anyways, it felt like a safe bet going with Teresa, they say. Safe bet? Safe bet. The last thing I want to know is that I'm a safe bet. Damn. Anyways, that's it for the Davises for this episode. Williamsons. We're moving on to Billie Jean and what's that guy's name again? Reese. Right. They are going to his mom to tell his family, so his dad and cousin, that they are seeking. His mom does know, and she is supportive. His parents divorced 35 years ago. It's a long time ago. He thinks there is going to be a lot of judgment. He worries that they could disown him and never talk to him again. Kind of like Garrick's family. And you heard me right, I said Garrick. So his family end up showing up, his dad and his cousin. So guys, thanks for coming. So we've decided, me and Billie Jean, we're going to continue growing our family, but not with a baby. A dog? Would you bring us here because you're growing your family with a dog? No, we're seeking a sister wife. The laugh that the cousin laughed, the scream she scrumped in that laugh. She says that her stomach dropped. And cousin says, it's confusing for children. A fucking men. She's speaking the truth here. Confusion in the house, and then there are, the views of people's views. True. Yeah, absolutely. I believe God made man and woman to get married. She lost me. She lost me. She fucking lost me. First of all, maybe she didn't mean ill will by this, but I'm going to believe in my heart of hearts that she knows what she was saying. Listen, first of all, wasn't polygamy a thing in the Bible? I'm just throwing that out there. But secondly, marriage does not need to be just for man and women. It doesn't. It can be for man and man and woman and woman. And I don't think that was necessary to be said. I don't. I really don't. I don't like that. You had me. You had me. And then you lost me. You really lost me. But anyways, there are more than one religion where this is acceptable, Reese says. But there's only one Bible. You lost me again, ma'am. Okay, maybe in the term Bible, there isn't actually only one Bible. There are multiple versions of the Bible, but I digress. I know what you're trying to say here. In that sense of the word, yes, there's only one Bible, but there's not just one Bible. Okay, you lost me. You had me, then you lost me. But Billie Jean is like, or I'm sorry, it wasn't Billie Jean that said it, but she does ask Billie Jean, is this like a lesbian thing for you? Because men and women, man, only they can do the honky tonk. You know what I mean? And she says no. And it's a friend, like a sister, hence sister wife. Yeah. Another set of hands would be good. So the cousin with her whole chest is like, why not a nanny? That's fucking funny. Because I don't want someone to take care of the house or take care of the kids. I just want someone to help with the kids and make more kids. The cousin is, they have bang nannies for that. I don't know. The cousin is like, this is selfish. They get what they want. She gets a sister wife who's going to be a friend, and he gets someone who he can have sex with. Anyways, he gets to have that. But what about the kids? Will they get made fun of? 100% they get made fun of. First of all, they have a father who may or may not be queer, which is fine. It is what it is. But kids are mean. Kids are assholes. And then they have Billie Jean, who wants a sister wife friend who's also fucking her husband. These poor kids. Anyway, straight up she says, I don't support this. You know what? I like it. I like someone who can't support someone. You had me, then you lost me, but then I'm also on your side with certain things. But you still lost me, but I'm on your side about certain things. You see how that works? Okay. Anyways, let's move on past Billie Jean and Reese. Let's go on to the Johnsons. So we meet Matthew and Angelica. they're dating her name is spelled different too. I had to write it the way I know Angelica spelled for me to know that it's Angelica. But anyways, they're dating someone who will hopefully be their sister wife. They have been together, him and Angelica have been together for 14 years, married for 5. They have 2 kids. So she initiated everything to do with having a sister wife. More on that in a minute. He hesitated about it, but he did. He ended up doing it so that she could have a connection with someone because she's a bit of a loner, um, and him a little bit as well. So hold on, hold the phone. The only reason we're doing this is so that your wife will have a friend. Go on Bumble for friends or whatever the hell that's called. Like, what? You don't need to have your husband fucking another woman so that you can have a friend. Therapy is necessary for people, for these 2 anyways, for her, definitely her. Um, so they don't have any rules, not really. He can be on the apps and schedule dates, so no problem. But then they met I'm fine. I'm breaking. Shanae. She has the best set of lips he has ever seen in his life. Sir, you're married. The best set of lips you've ever seen? Not even your own wife? And I don't get it. Her lips are okay, but like, I don't get it. What's the big deal? Help me understand what's the big deal here. But anyways, it's fine. They have been dating for 3 years. And Angelica and Shanae are hanging out together, just the 2 of them. We meet her, and she has a daughter as well. So they have that in common. She said something, I think, around the lines of she never, I guess she was trying to say, never saw herself in a situation like this. But my girl didn't say that at all. What she ended up saying was foresaw. She never foresaw herself doing this. Ma'am, foresaw is not a word. You either couldn't foresee or you couldn't see or you never saw yourself. What is going on? We need to do better with our education. hmm So she apparently buys lip gloss for $18 because when you have nice lips like this, you need to invest in them, honey. $18. Keep it. I got a thing of lip gloss at I don't know if they have this in the States, but here in Canada we have these black hair stores are called BSW. I got a lip gloss from there for $6. Now she knows those Netflixes are like 3 something. And it's fine. It's great. $18? You must be nuts. Anyways, but Shanae says that she wants more than what she is currently getting from him. They live about an hour apart from each other. Time is restricted because of work and kids. But after he does whatever he was doing, comes to join the girls. He's like, hi, wife number one and wife number 2. Who's wife number 1 and who is wife number 2? Listen to me. Listen to me. You, sir, come in close. Come in close. Listen to what I'm going to say. I don't know if you've seen this show before, but I'm going to guess you have not seen the show before because there is someone on the show whose name is Garrick who will refer to his wives as big wife and little wife. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Stop it. But then he comes in and goes even further and says, oh, what? No, daddy? You're disgusting. You're disgusting, sir. You're gross. You, no. So she tells him, we have been talking about me wanting more time together. I feel like an afterthought. And she probably is an afterthought. We'll kind of talk a little bit more about that later. Angelica says, I do think that you need to spend more time together, but our struggle is the schedule because she expects him to be home, help with the kids. So I question, maybe I'll say this in another episode, but I'll say quickly here. I question then if he doesn't have the available time to date someone, or in particular, maybe date her, then why are we still doing this? Because clearly he has priorities and she isn't one of them. You know what I mean? But he says I can't spend the time with you tonight, but like I can't spend the night. Then what are we? If she, I mean, I'm sorry, I don't want to be mean or anything, but if you really truly want this, then you have to sacrifice your husband then and learn to do this on your own so that he can have time with her and you're not going to lose your friend. You know what I mean? So Angelica says, he does have a lot of responsibilities with me and the kids, but I need him to step up. Ma'am, how? You can't say he has a lot of responsibilities with me and with the kids and everything like that, but like he needs to step up. How? The man can only stretch himself so thin. He has his own work. He has to take care of the kids. He has to make sure you are not being a loner. He has a lot that he needs to do. And then also still maintain a second relationship. How can you say he needs to step up more? Because, and I quote, I don't want to lose a sister. Get a friend. Get a friend. Let's move on past these people and go to another bunch of dum-dums, the Merrifields. So we're at the house, and Danielle starts crying when Leah hugs Lorrana. Now, my mom made a good observation that I didn't think about before. This is actually great. Lorrana, named after Lorrana Bobbitt. If you don't know that story, Google it. Anyway, happy tears, happy tears. Don't worry about it. It's happy tears. So the boys think, one girlfriend is enough. His brother calls him out, though, and he's like, boy, I see your phone. Oh, shit. But he's a kid. He's allowed to explore and not necessarily settle down with one person or commit to one person. There's a difference between exploring and weighing your options than dating this girl and that girl and all that, right? So Garrick has his master suite. Okay. They will take turns going to his room and sleep upstairs in the sister room. Because, like, we see that in other plural families. It's the man that goes to the women. That's not how it should be, really. If the man is the one who wants to fuck this woman and that woman and that woman, he can at least take walks to each of them in order to be laid. It's not the way it's supposed to be. She's so brainwashed. The man should be comfortable in his home. No. No. He should never be comfortable in his own home. At least this guy should never be comfortable. And actually, no guy should be comfortable in his own home. You want to get fucked by everybody, then you need to at least walk to them. So we're doing a party today, the day of which he has arrived. That makes total sense. But Sam and Samantha are here. Now, in case you have not watched the show before and you don't know who Sam and Samantha is, Sam is Danielle's brother, who is married to his wife, Samantha. We did not think this through. Anyways, Familia. No. Can you believe she's here? Actually, no. I actually don't know. It's not even so much about her per se, 'cause this is my first time really meeting her, but just that anyone's there. This is actually happening. Um, so then we have a pinata, and that's fun. Why is Garrick wearing a crown? And I'm gonna have more questions in the third episode, but why is Garrick wearing a crown? Why? Can someone take that crown and chuck it at his face? Just chuck it at his face. Yeah, okay. So how's the translating going? I'm sure that's really sucking, huh? Well, she has to learn quick. English is one of the hardest languages to learn. One of the hardest. So anyways, so what about a prenup? Now, it's hard for me. It's a prenup, but anyone whoever watched, dude, needs to come back. Needs to come back, man. Marrying a Millions with Rodney. Prenup. uh, Perner. Perner. Anyways, what about a prenup? Sam is just worried about the business, obviously, because they are partners in this business. At least Garrick recognizes, though, that, I mean, I think maybe I'm giving him too much credit, but he does say, legally marrying someone else does put Danielle in a rough spot. Oh, how sweet. He actually is thinking about Big Wife. Who knew? That's a shocker. That's a shocker. It really is. I wasn't expecting that. But anyways, that is Sister Wives. That is episode 2. We will be jumping into episode 3 very, very soon because it's ready to go, ready teed up and everything. But we'll do that on another episode. But that is it for me, guys. I know I didn't say in the top of the episode. I usually do. But again, if you are interested in the true crime documentary for Patreon, this month's is Abducted in Plain Sight. Maybe something Lorrana's going through. But anyways, there's Abducted in Plain Sight. The first part, I believe, is going to be released. Not sure when I'm getting this out. Probably released. I think I'm getting it on Tuesday. So released today. That's the part that will be available currently on Patreon, and the second part comes out next Tuesday with the bonus episode for that, which will be the first part of it, is going to be available next Friday. So that is what's coming out. But anyways, that is it, guys. That is it for this episode. So if you like what you heard, please rate, review the podcast on either Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Also, don't forget that you can also share us with everyone in your life if you really love this. And I do want to read those reviews. I'm definitely getting 5-star ratings, but I want to read those reviews. So send me those reviews and I will read those 4 and 5-star reviews on the podcast. Also, we're on every one of your favorite podcast apps. Every one of them, including you can find us on YouTube at Reality Tea Times 2. If you want to connect with us, you can do so by going to either Facebook or Instagram at Reality Tea Times 2. You can also find us on Twitter, TikTok, Reddit at Reality Tea Times 2 Pod. We also have our email, which is at realityteatimes2 at hotmail.com. Definitely want to hear from you guys. And we also have our new website where you can listen to all of these episodes. You can review the podcast on there as well. You can connect with me in any way, all the stuff. It's all there. And you can find me there at www.realityteatimes2, all spelled out, .podpage.io. It's there. And don't forget, I also have my other podcast with my friend Mikkel, Next Take Podcast, where we talk about all kinds of different topics. But you can find us on any of your favorite podcast apps over there as well. Or you can also go to YouTube and you go to Next Take Podcast, as well as our website, which is solo.to/Next Take Podcast. So yeah, there's that, and that's basically that. And again, don't forget, if all of this information is overwhelming, we do have all of the links, everything in our show notes. But that is it for now, guys. Thanks. Bye.